Good morning, class. I hope you all are there. Good morning. Shailaja, good morning. Sagar, good morning. Tejashri, good morning. Priya, good morning. Netra, good morning. Tanusha, good morning. Chaitanya, Suma, Vidyashri, good morning. Nandish, good morning. Aslam, good morning. What is it today, Aslam? 2G, 3G, 4G, what are you getting? I hope you're getting reception. Really hope. Umesh, good morning. Shall I start class? It's 9 o'clock. Deepti, good morning. Okay. Ismail, Shubha Munjane. Okay. Shubhodaya to you. Palwasha, good morning. Shall we start? Good morning, class, everybody. See, I'm continuing, Likit, good morning. I'm continuing normal distribution. Today's class also, I will do 3 or 4 problems. Now, normally, if I were taking offline class, I could see you and I could make out whether I can continue and go on with the next chapter. That is one reason, since I cannot see you, that I intend to do some more problems on normal distribution. The second reason is uh, normal distribution is very important. Even if you go for a competitive exam, like maybe civil services also for your net, KSET, all these exams, normal distribution, one problem is definitely going to be there. So I want to make sure that you learn, understand, and not forget how to do these problems. Even after, if you're going to answer a competitive exam, even in 5 years, you should be able to, just remember my class and do those problems. All right. That is why today again I will go into normal distribution. It will be, yeah, and when I do revision later on, I will possibly not do so many problems on normal distribution like I'm doing now. So let me do some problems, okay? Here we are. Likit, good morning. Let's see. Sunita. Okay, Netra. Right? Fakru Khan, sir. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everything is well at home. Okay? Now, start your problems. Start. Pavan Lohit, good morning. Good morning. Happiest morning to all of you. See, last year, even class, as far as possible, stay at home. Things aren't so good anywhere. Please don't go to the department at all, or avoid going to the university, avoid going out. All right, stay safe, stay healthy. Before we start, I want all of you to give a very big smile, year to year. All right, be cheerful. When you're cheerful and have a good attitude, I think immunity builds. let's see. We are very unsure about the situation in today's world, but we, in our little ways, can keep ourselves going. We cannot get negative about things. We have to be positive. All right? Keep our families also positive. All right? I know some news which we are hearing is not at all good, but let us keep small ways. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean. So we, in our small ways, will keep a positive attitude and continue. All right? Okay, keep smiling, all of you. Okay, let's see who else has said good morning. Harshita, good morning. Anuradha, good morning. Rachana, good morning. Dhanalakshmi, good morning. Bhagya, good morning. Yes, I got the beautiful smiles from Netra, Anuradha, Aslam. Don't give me any more. Okay, I know you're smiling. Okay, good, good, good. Let's start. Okay, the first problem. An aptitude test for selecting officers. Rashmi, good morning. An aptitude test for selecting officers in a bank. Take down. An aptitude test for selecting officers in a bank was conducted on 1,000 candidates. Thanks, Aslam. I got the big smile. Okay, I repeat, an aptitude test for selecting officers in a bank was conducted on 1,000 candidates. Shailaja, good morning. Was conducted on 1,000 candidates. The average score was 42. So I'm going to write average score is X bar was 42. And standard deviation of the scores was 24. So you have sigma is equal to 24. Assuming, write down next line, assuming normal distribution for the scores, Ramya, good morning. Assuming normal distribution for the scores, find A, the number of candidates whose scores exceed 58. The number of candidates, Karthik, good morning. The number of candidates whose scores exceed 58. Okay? There is one more question we'll do after this. First, we'll work this one out. Ready? So you write like this and keep. Given X bar solution. Given X bar is equal to 42. Sigma is equal to 24. X is equal to greater than 58. Okay, let's work out. So we find Z. Okay, the standard normal as per the standard normal curve. Alright, Z is equal to x minus x bar divided by sigma is equal to, our x is 58 minus 42 58 minus 42 divided by 24. Please work out. Work out. You will get 0.67. Class, actually you should write this, then you should write this, and the answer should come in the next line. In the same line, you should not put 2 equal to, twice equal to. This is wrong. This equal to should come below. Alright. I write within a confined space because when I write small, I can show you properly. When I write, write it lengthy, then I have to keep it far and you cannot see properly. That is why I try to write like this. Do not write like this. This is equal to should come in the next line. Alright, 0.67. Now, this is, I asked you number of candidates who score exceed. Exceed means always as per the number line to the right of. So here I am doing the draw the normal distribution curve. Do not ever forget, even in your exam, when you draw the normal distribution curve, everybody knows that you have understood the problem. Alright? 0.67 is positive, so it is on the right side, and the required area is the area which you can see on the right side of the curve. Alright? Now look at the normal distribution curve and find the area corresponding to 0.67. Yes, correct, all of you. The area to the right, right of 0.67 is afterwards. First, we must find the area between 0 and 0.67. The area corresponding to, you can write here, area corresponding to 0.67 is 0.2476. Is it 76 or 86? Okay, 86. Okay. Two, 4, 8, 6. Okay. Now the area that we want is to the right, this area. So we minus it from 0.5. Please work out 0.5 minus 0.2486. Yes, very good. Yes, correct. 0.2514. Now, how many candidates were there? 1000 candidates. So 1000. No. See, I wrote 2476. It's not correct. 2.2486. Okay. See. I have a book here and I'm referring. In that book it says 2476, but there was another mistake also, and which I corrected. It's okay. Anuradha, you're right. Okay. Good morning, Arun. Okay. So how many candidates were there? 1000. So you multiply 0.2514 into 1000 is equal to 251.4 or 252. Correct. Anusha, correct. Anuradha, correct, ma. 252. See here. Two 52 candidates, correct, Anusha. 252 candidates have a score above 58. 252 candidates have a score above. Okay, now I'll show you the entire problem in case someone joined late. I'll show the problem for a minute. Correct, Dipti. Very correct. Okay. I hope all of you got it. Okay. Shall I continue? Okay. Next one. Next one. Not next problem. Same problem. Next question. Find the number of candidates whose score lies between 30 and 66. Class, do not use pencil. See, I have used a pen. Please use pen. You have digital evaluation. All right. I don't know about you first semester, third semesters, but what I'm saying is once we start digital evaluation, this is in future it will be digital evaluation, if not for this exam, for the next exam. All right. So you have to start using pens. Do not use pencil for any subject. I will not advise you to use pencil. Use pen. See? One, you may make a, you don't have to do a very beautifully perfect curve. This is good enough. Practice. Correct, Tanusha. Practice it once or twice and you will get it. It's not, it's easy. Use pen only. Right? Here we are. Now, how many candidates between 30 and 66? So you have two x's, x1 and x2. x1 is equal to 30 and x2 is equal to 66. Now we find two z's, z1 and z2. So first we will go to z1 is equal to 30 minus 42, isn't it? 42 divided by 24. So we will do 30 minus 42 is minus 12 divided by 24 is equal to minus 0.5. Zabiullah, good morning, good morning. Excellent, Shailaja, correct. Now we will work out for x2 is equal to 66. So z2 is equal to 66 minus 42 divided by 24. So you will get 1. So now we draw. Yes, Kavya. Very good. Very good, Tanusha. Syed Ismail. Yes, all of you. Correct. Now, let us start. Let us do the. Yes, very good. Let us do the curve. Make a habit of drawing with pen only. So you will get 1 to the right of it. And 0.5 minus 0.5 to the left of it. Alright. You may ask me, ma'am, 1 is much bigger than 0.5. Why have you drawn looking equal? See, I'm just drawing because I need it spacious to write my, area. Alright? Okay. 0.5, I think is 0.1915 and 1 must be 0.3413. Correct? We did in the last class, no? I haven't shaded the area. If you wish, you shade it. Otherwise, let it be like this. So the required area, we will be adding 0.1915 plus 0.3413. I think it is 5.5328. So 1 minute, I will multiply. Correct, Suma, correct. I hope first I will show like this. Excellent. Anusha, correct. Sumang, correct. Sandhya, correct. Tanusha, correct. Now for a minute, I'll show you the entire problem. Is if there is somebody who has not copied or who has joined the class late, can copy this. Or whoever is watching after some time. Harsha, correct. Excellent, all of you. I'll hold it for a minute in case you want to check. Like I wait in the class no before rubbing the board. Okay. Shall we proceed? We'll do another problem. Okay. Look at this problem. Write down a sample of 100 dry battery cells. A sample of 100 dry battery cells was tested. Yes, Isan, correct. A sample of 100 dry battery cells was tested to find the length of life. To find the length of life of the batteries. If the mean life of the batteries is 12 hours, if the mean life of the battery is 12 hours, with a standard deviation of 3 hours, if the average life of the battery is 12 hours with a standard deviation of 3 hours, assuming the life of the batteries is, assuming that the life of the batteries is normally distributed, assuming that the life of the batteries is normally distributed, find how many batteries have a life of A, small a. How many batteries have a life of A? more than 15 hours. So your first question will be, how many batteries have a life of more than 15 hours? Okay. Okay. Let's work out more than 15 hours. So first we'll do Z is equal to x minus x bar, that is 15 minus 12 divided by 3, you will get 1, isn't it? We already have the values for 1, 0.3413 in the previous problem, isn't it? So here we are. I'm drawing the normal curve. So we want the life greater than 15 hours. Yes, all of you. Harshita, Kavya, Suma, Sandhya, Marva, you're perfectly right. So we want the area to the right of 1, isn't it? 15 hours of life, that is x was 15. In terms of z, it became 1. So to the right of 1, or to the area to the right of 1 on the standard normal curve. We already know that 1 corresponds to point, correct Zabula, corresponds to 0.3413 area. So we required area will be 0.5 minus 0.3413, 0.05, is it 1, wait, 10 minus 3 is 7, 9 minus 1 is 4, 1, yeah, it is 0.1587, no? Sandhya, it is 1587, please check. Therefore, how many batteries I said? 100 battery cells. 0.1587 into 100 is equal to 15.87. You can say 15.87%, or you can say 16 batteries. Once again. See, Sandhya, be careful. It is 15.87. You must have typed wrong. It's okay. Correct. Perfectly correct. All of you. Sandhya, Kavya, Suma, Ramya, Anusha, Deepthi, and Zabula, I think. All of you are perfectly correct. Here I am showing the problem again for the sake of those of you who are doing it after some time. If in the problem the percentage is asked, you have the percentage. If they ask the batteries, you have the batteries. Don't be confused with this 100. 100 can be used for the percentage. In this case, it is 100 batteries. You can use it for number of batteries as well. Okay. Now, one more question on the same thing. One minute. Yeah. How many batteries have a life between 10 and 14 hours? How many batteries have a life between 10 and 14 hours? So, you have 2x, x1 is 10, x2 is 14. Let us work out. So we find out what is Z1 is equal to 10 minus 12 divided by 3. So you will get minus 2 okay. Please work out. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 3. You will get minus 0.67. Harshita, excellent. Sandhya, excellent. Kavya, Tanusha, very good. All of you. Harsha, very good. 0.666 or 67. Kindly make it 0.67. Harshita, no, Sandhya and Harsha, make it 0.67. Always, as a common thing for the whole class, we round off the second decimal value based on the third decimal value. Alright. Now we will do for x2. Oh, Shailaja, you got the other one also. Zabiullah, correct. Make it 0.67. So I will do Z2 is equal to 14 minus 12 divided by 3. You will get 2 by 3, isn't it? How did you get 1, Shailaja? Okay, Tanusha, excellent, correct. One is minus 0.67, one is plus 0.67. I saw one man somewhere, so I'm asking you. Yeah, correct, Sandhya. Shailaja, perfect. Anusha, oh, Anusha has already gone ahead. Very good. So what is the value corresponding to 2486? Okay. Area, write down. Area corresponding to, please write 0.67 is, how much is it, ma? Point. Rachana, yes, correct, Vidya. Everybody correct. Rachana, it is 0.2486. Let it be. Let us draw the curve. Please draw the curve. Is it 0.4972? Correct. Excellent. Dipti, correct. Sumang, correct. So there were how many bulbs? 100 bulbs. So you'll get 49.72% or 50 bulbs. Wait one second, I'll write this 7 properly. Correct, Tanusha, perfectly correct. I'm showing you the entire problem now. I'll hold it steady. Correct, Dhanlakshmi. Umesh, perfect. Very good. Dipti, very good. Sandhya, Tanusha, Dhanlakshmi, perfect, perfect, correct. I'll hold the problem up for a while so that you can see. Also, if someone is watching the class after some time. Somshekhar, Rachana, correct. You can add 0.2486 to 0.2486 or you can just multiply by 2. I think that's enough. It's like, can I rub the board? Isn't it? Okay. Let us do one more problem. Ready? Last problem for today as well as for the normal distribution classes. Take down the average monthly sales. Yes, Sandhya. The average monthly sales, yes, Isa, of 5,000 firms. The average monthly sales of 5,000 firms are normally distributed. Are normally distributed. The mean sales are rupees 36,000. The mean sales are rupees 36,000. And the standard deviation of sales is rupees 10,000. The standard deviation of sales is rupees 10,000. All right. Find the number of firms whose sales are A, whose sales are A over 40,000 over 40,000 rupees. So your X will be equal to greater than 40,000 rupees. Okay. Okay. So we will work out Z is equal to 40,000 minus 36,000 divided by 10,000 is equal to 4,000 by 10,000 or 4 by 10 or 2 by 5, and your answer will be 0.4, isn't it? 0.4. Anusha, Harshita, Shailaja, perfect. Umesh, perfect, very good. I feel very happy that though I'm teaching online, you're catching up. Very good, Harsha. Yeah. Last year, I taught the entire operations research online, and they used to do assignments and send it to me. Tanusha, excellent. So here we go. Draw with pen only. Make a habit of drawing the normal curve on with pen. Don't ever say, I know, I will not draw the curve. Always draw the curve for two reasons. One is, even if you're confused and exam time is tension time, when you draw the curve, you get that familiar feeling, and in the curve, you can easily make out what you have to find out. You don't have to guess and all that, think and all that. There's no thinking time, no, in the exam. So, no, you can do. Secondly, whoever is evaluating your paper knows for sure that, see, this person has done, so this person has understood, and you'll get your marks. All right? Always. Yes, Tanusha, let me work out. Good, good. Go ahead and work out. Very good. What is it for 0.4? 0.1554. Very good, correct. 0.1554. Correct. So we want the area to the right of 0.4. So required area. See, always you write, first you write area corresponding to, remember class, very good. For this 1554, you must write area corresponding to, 1 minute ma, area corresponding to 0.4, yes, very good. Ubaidullah, correct, Tanusha. Wait 1 minute, Suma, Anuradha, all correct. Write down, area corresponding to 0.4 as per the standard normal table. Please, I am repeating, area corresponding to 0.4 as per the standard normal table is 0.1554. I'll repeat. First you must write area corresponding to, after you get 0.4, you must write area corresponding to 0.4 on the standard or as per the standard normal table is 0.1554. Okay, then you draw the normal curve. After drawing the normal curve like this, you write, therefore, the required area and then you minus it from 0.5. Alright, you write required area and then you write 0.5 minus, correct Vidyashri, 1.1554. How much is it? 3446. See, I'm copying, I'm not working out. %34.46% or 35 firms. They asked how many firms, no? 35 firms. Learn to present it properly, class. First I'll show this. Correct, Sandhya, Vidyashri, Ishan, Deepti, Netra, Ubaidullah, perfectly correct. How many firms? Oh my goodness. Not 35 firms. I'm very sorry. It is into 5,000 firms. 1723. See how smart my students are. Very good. Yes, Vidyashri. Correct. Badrish, Harsha, Shailaja, Tanusha, Sandhya, Obaidullah. Very good. Excellent. Now I'll show the whole problem for a minute for those of your classmates who prefer to see my class after a while. Okay? One more question. One more question. Number of firms, B. Number of firms whose sales are between 30,000 and 40,000 rupees. Number of firms whose sales are between 30,000 and 40,000 rupees. Class, okay, after this problem I will tell you, I have to tell you something. So let's find Z1 is equal to 30,000. I think 40,000 we already made, no? Will you do one thing, class? Why again work out 40,000? So 30,000 and shall we make it 41,000? Make it 41,000. We already worked out for 40,000. 30,000 and 41,000 you make. We'll find some new values. Okay? So we will do 30,000 minus 36,000 divided by 10,000 is equal to minus 0.6, is it? Yeah, 6,000 by 10,000 should be 0.6, isn't it? Excellent. Isn't it minus 0.6? Very good. Okay, I'll work out. 1 minute, Harshita and all. Ubaidullah, Zabiullah, wait, 1 second. Okay, now I'll work out the other one. Z2 is equal to 41,000 will make it, minus 36,000 divided by 10,000. Okay, you'll get 5,000 by 10,000, that is 0.5. Excellent, excellent, all of you. Very good. So your two answers are minus 0.6 and positive 0.5. Very good, Tanusha, Kavya, Anusha. Very good, excellent. Zabiullah, Sheikh, Afu, yes. So we'll draw the curve. You have 0.5 on the right and minus 0.6 on the left. So what is it corresponding to 0.5, I think? 1915. What is the value corresponding to 0.6? Can someone tell me? I have to check on my phone. Two two five seven. Thanks, Suma. 2257. So 2 1 carry. 5 6 7. 11 1 carry. 0.4172. 4172 multiplied by how many firms? 5,000. 1 correct. So you'll get 0.4172 into 5, 2086 I got. Yes, excellent, Anusha. Suma, correct. Tanusha, Suma, all of you correct. Anusha, correct. Deepthi, I don't know, mom. Please check your values. Correct, Harsha. Excellent. I'll hold this for a minute. Kavya Anjali, correct. Sandhya, correct. Shailaja, correct. Shailaja, you should multiply with 5,000, not 500. Then Lakshmi, correct. Obaidullah, yes, go ahead. Dhanlakshmi, correct. Sandhya, correct. All of you. Now, I will tell you how to present the problem. All right. Now see, I'll tell you this one only. All right. You say solution. Correct, Anuradha. It's incorrect. Now how to present it? First you write solution. Okay. Solution. Then you write after the required. Then you write required. After solution you write required. Required to find. You write just write required to find this one. Number of firms having sales between, required to find number of firms having sales between rupees 30,000 and rupees 41,000. You write required to find the number of firms having sales between rupees 30,000 and 41,000. Therefore, next line. Therefore, next line. X1 is equal to 30,000. X2 is equal to 41,000. Finished? X1 is equal to 30,000 and X2 is equal to 41,000. The area and the values as per the standard normal curve. To find the area and the values as per the standard normal curve. Finished? You write next line. To find area under, to find not area, class, to find the values as per the standard normal curve. To find the values as per the standard normal curve for X1 is equal to 30,000. For X1 is equal to 30,000. I'll repeat. To find the values as per the standard normal curve for X1 is equal to 30,000. Next line you write Z is equal to, don't copy this, you write Z is equal to X minus X bar by sigma. Right? Z is equal to X minus X bar by sigma. Below that you copy this. Z1 is equal to 30,000 minus 36,000 divided by 10,000 is equal to minus 0.6. I repeat, 30,000 minus 36,000 by 10,000 is equal to minus 0.6. Next line you write, to find the area under the standard normal curve, to find the area under the standard normal curve, class, I'm sorry, not area, to find the value under the standard normal curve for X is equal to 41,000. For X is equal to 41,000. Then you copy this. Z2 is equal to 41,000 minus 36,000 divided by 10,000 is equal to 0.5. You copy this of Z2. All right. Finished? Next, you write to find the area under, I repeat, to find the area under the standard normal curve, to find the area under the standard normal curve for Z1 is equal to minus 0.6. I repeat, to find the area under the standard normal curve for Z1 is equal to minus 0.6 and Z2 is equal to 0.5. Z2 is equal to 0.5. Come here and draw this curve. Okay, draw this curve. I should have written here, I will write once again, 0.2257. Draw this curve. Okay, finish drawing the curve. Then next you write under that. Write in a straight line area corresponding, wait. Write as per the standard normal curve, as per the standard normal curve. Write it in one line, as per the standard normal curve. Next line, the area corresponding to Z1 is equal to minus 0.6 is equal to 0.2257. Next line, area corresponding to Z2 is equal to 0.5. Z2 is equal to 0.5 is equal to 0.1915. 0.1915. Next line, therefore the required area, is equal to, write again, 0.1915 plus 0.2257. I repeat, therefore the required area is equal to 0.1915 plus 0.2257 is equal to 0.4172. Next line, therefore, wait, since, not therefore, right? Since there are 5,000 firms write since there are 5,000 firms, the number of firms having sales, between 30,000 and 41,000 rupees is equal to 0.4172 multiplied by 5,000 is equal to 2,086. Finished? Next line. Therefore, 41.72%, I repeat, 41.72% or 2,086 firms have sales between rupees 30,000 and rupees 41,000. Please present it like this only. All right? All right? Okay, class, I think I'll stop class now. You have a class later, isn't it? I'll give you a break. I think 10:30 is your next class. Yeah? Give me a thumbs up saying you understood. I'll stop normal distribution. On Thursday, I'll start a new chapter. Okay, be prepared. Shall I say bye? Everybody, keep smiling. Thank you too, Isan. Very good. Yeah, keep cheerful and please present all the problems in the way I taught you, step by step, sequentially. Once you learn to do sequentially, you cannot miss. You cannot forget also how to do the problem. You'll come, when you do it now, I want you to do any 6 problems from any book or your own for assignment. Yes. Bye. Yeah, keep smiling. Okay. All of you, I want, as I said, any 6 problems, normal distribution. You can make your own problems. You can copy the problems I told you and give your own values. Okay. I must have done 5-6 problems, no? You can do similar problems. Okay. Instead of shaft, you can say, like piston rings, you can say football, or you can say diameter of the cap of a bottle, or something like that you can do. Okay. Yeah, have a nice day to you too. Ajay, yes, Ajay, Tanusha, Isan, Dharmaraj, Harshita, Tanusha, Anuradha, all of you. Ramya, Chini, yeah, who's Chini? Okay. All of you, God bless you. Have a nice day. And please remember, do it according to what I taught you. Stay cheerful, stay happy. Give me a big smile. Okay? Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy. Please do not go out. Those of you who are staying alone, when you want to do shopping, you make a list, buy once at everything and come. Don't buy, don't go without a list, so that you say, oh, I forgot, I have to go for this, I have to go for that. Try to do shopping once and for all and come. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, have a great day. God bless you. Be cheerful. I'll say bye now. Bye. I'll see you on Thursday, sharp 8:55. Take care.